This video is going to demonstrate how to open Mediashout and how to run a service that's been previously built. So, presuming you've managed to log into the church computer, which the password for is 2006, we're going to open up Mediashout. You can choose it either here from the bottom toolbar or here from the desktop. Click on the Mediashout icon and the software will load. When it loads, it will bring up the last service it had open, and this is a service I have been working on to produce for the end of July, but it's not the service we want to run today. So we'll start by closing that service and then opening the service we do want. And the services are stored alphabetically in groups, so we've got baptism first, followed by communion, crib services, family services, morning prayer, and so on and so forth. Test services down the bottom. So we're just going to go in and pick an old one. So we'll go and pick an old one there. That'll be 25th of June, and you would click on that and you can double click to open, or you can click on one and then press open. And the service will load on the left hand side here. This area here is where the service lines up. It's like a running order, and these are all individual sort of like asset slides, as we call them. This one is a text slide with text on, and this one's a lyric slide with lyrics on and music. When you click on a slide, it becomes active and it appears here in the middle, and if you can edit the slide, it will let you edit it down here. This one's not editable, it's just a slide we've built as a standard slide. Moving through the presentation, you can either press the space bar on the keyboard, or you can double click to move the next one along. Clicking once sort of previews it so you can see it, and then if you want to double click to start this song, you would double click this and the song would start just like this. And there's an example of the music getting ready to go. And I often don't put the words up until just the second before it's about to say where it comes in, so people know when to come in, and often I'll sing along so they'll know. So if you noticed up here, I've got control of the speed, but the stop and play, and also the volume level here. It does give you a very quick view of to what it is playing. Up here you've got some Mediashout screens that immediately to put up. If something goes wrong, you can go black screen, or clear all, or stop, or coloured screen, or Mediashout. It says on there as well. So you've gone through your song, and you might have gone through a couple of times, and then you're on to the opening prayers, and you double click to go next on that. And you can scroll down now to see what's coming next. We know after the opening prayers it's usually a hymn, so there's the hymn there. You can see it's just appeared there at the top, and then below that we've got saying sorry to God, which is the confession time. So I can preview that, and then I would go double click on there and click on there to move on, double click to fire. So you can see there's a red line here. So while blue means you've selected it and red means you've fired it onto the screen. So red means you've fired it onto the screen. Again, if you press the space bar, it moves along for you without having to double click or fire or anything. You can just use a space bar. It will make life easier if that's simple for you. Moving down, we've got the all age talk and kids worship songs. You've got the Sunday school information there, the Psalms readings, which we'll look at how you change those later, the next hymn, and prayers, and notices. And the notice is a PowerPoint presentation which has been brought in, and we'll look at how to do that later. But for running the service, this is all you need to know, is just to double click on things and to move through. You don't really need to use any of the menu information at the top. When you're finished, you can either leave the service open and just close Mediashout in the top corner, or you can shut the service as well. It's entirely up to you. But that's how you run Mediashout on the church computer.